Hiya, welcome to today's practice. Doing something a little bit different than I've done on a couple of other videos before, which are a bit more about being active. So today's practice is going to be a yin practice. And if you haven't heard of that before, it's the complete opposite of power yoga, of Bikram, of vinyasa. It's all about stillness and holding a pose for what I'm going to do today is 3 minutes, which is harder than it sounds. So, because we're not going to be warming up our bodies, I want you to get something that's going to be warm, a blanket if you need it, a jumper, your socks, whatever you need. So if you're not ready for that, go ahead and get yourself sorted and then come back here and meet me in the center of your mat. So let's get started. Coming into a comfortable seated position, center of the mat. Placing your hands, palms together or hands on top of your knees. Bringing your eyes to a close. Feeling the connection of your sits bones to the earth. Straightening up through the spine. And connecting to your breath. Deeply inhaling, slowly exhaling through your nose. Deeply inhaling through your nose for 5 counts. Slowly exhaling through your nose for 6 counts. 2 more breaths. Slowly fluttering your eyes open at the end of your last exhale. And we're going to start with a yin version of butterfly. So the difference between this and what you would usually do in vinyasa, ashtanga, whatever you're doing, is instead of pulling your heels in towards the center of your body, we're actually going to keep them a bit further away. So it's more like a diamond shape, if you will. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can put a couple of blocks or pillows to help support your legs. Otherwise, we're going to grab our ankles and start to fold forward. I am going to time this so we know exactly how long we're going. So inhaling up through spine, exhaling, slowly folding forward. Now I'm not going to be talking a lot throughout this practice because I want you to focus on what you're feeling, focusing on your breath. And it doesn't mean that I don't know what to say, because I could say lots of things. But I want you to focus on you. I will let you know when we're halfway through. Okay? We're at 1.5 minutes, halfway through. Coming to our last full breaths. Two last breaths here. Elongating your exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, pressing your hands into the ground, slowly walking your way back up. Very slowly. Bringing your knees back together. Placing our palms just slightly behind our hips, and we're just going to windshield wiper our legs back and forth just to recoup out of that a little bit. And coming to face the top of your mat, we're going to come in a forward fold, or what's known as caterpillar in Yin. So instead of flexing our feet, which I would usually tell you to do in a normal active class, I want you to just relax everything. Pressing up through the spine, through the sits bones. And as we exhale, we're just slowly going to fold forward. Because we're going to be here for a while, there's no need at all for you to try to flop down and be where you want to be. You've got 3 minutes to get there, so just slowly let it happen naturally. You can always bend your knees to add a little bit of extra passivity in there if you've got some really tight hips. Focusing on extending your inhale, and as you slowly exhale, trying to release. We're already about halfway through here. So if you haven't already, could be a decent time to try to fold forward just a little bit more. No pushing yourself, just do what feels good. Releasing our neck, making sure we're not holding any tension in anywhere new, just to make up for releasing in another area. Coming to our last final breaths. Inhaling, extending through your spine. Exhaling, folding forward. Last inhale. Final exhale. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back up very slowly. And again, placing our palms behind our hips, fingertips pointing backwards. Going to elongate through the spine, opening up through the heart. Couple breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, coming back down. And sweeping our legs behind us, we're going to come into a child's pose. And this is yogi's choice. You can have your legs open, edges of the mat, folding forward, or you can keep your legs closed so that you fold over the top, sending more of the stretch into your back versus your hips. It's going to be whatever it is you feel like you need today. Okay? I'm going to sink a little bit more into my hips, walking forward. Forehead on the mat. We're about halfway through. Try to focus on any points of tension that you can identify in your body. And as you exhale, try to send your breath to wherever that is and release it. Feeling the expansion of your ribs as you inhale, and a sense of release as you exhale. Coming to our last 3 breaths. Final inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up so you're sitting. Bringing your legs together if they were apart. And rolling our shoulders back for 1, 2, 3. Wrapping your arms around each other, tucking your chin into your chest. Remembering to sit up straight. Exhaling, release your arms and switch to the other direction, whichever one was on bottom, put on the top this time. Inhaling, exhaling. So spinning our legs back around, oops, let's stop that. Coming into a spinal twist. So we're going to lay back on the ground, feet out. Find yourself comfortable. Going to inhale the right leg into chest and just kind of pull it towards you gently, towards your chest. Inhale, exhale, start to open up your knee towards the outside of your chest. Just add a little bit of movement into that hip socket first. Moving it slowly back and forth. On your next inhale, we're going to bring it back to center. Taking with our left hand as we exhale, we're going to cross the knee across our body, spinning through the spine. You can place your foot on top of your right foot on top of your left thigh for a little bit of support. And as we exhale, we're going to open up through our right hand, either extending all the way out, or you can bring your hand into kind of like a T shape. Not T shape, a cactus shape. Making sure that we have both of our shoulder blades on the ground, because what we're focusing on is the twist in the spine, not how far we can get our knee to the ground, because there is a difference. I feel so much more. See, this is my knee on the ground. I don't feel very good. Versus if I make sure, if I make sure both shoulder blades are on the ground, I can feel, a nice twist. So let me start my timer here, guys. And to just really sink into that twist a little bit more, you can turn your gaze towards the right, just to add even more to your twisting sensation. We're over halfway through on this first side. If you're not already, I encourage you to close your eyes and just focus on the sensations of your body. Coming into our last 2 breaths. Final inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, roll back onto your back, bringing your right knee back into your chest. giving it a little squeeze, rocking it just slightly back and forth to bring a bit more movement in again. On your exhale, placing it back on the ground. Inhaling your left, hugging it into your chest. Inhale, and on your exhale, slowly start to open your knee to the side, bringing it to the outer part of your chest, of your ribs. And inhale, starting to rock it back and forth, adding a little bit of movement before we bring it to the other side. Inhale. Exhale with our right hand grabbing your left knee, bring it across your body. Again, you can place your left foot on top of your right thigh for a little bit of support. Exhale, extending through the left arm. Maybe looking over your shoulder, your left shoulder. And again, making sure we've got both shoulder blades on the ground. Closing your eyes. You're over halfway through. And again, if your eyes aren't closed, I encourage you to close them. Just taking this moment for yourself. Taking our last 2 full breaths. Last inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, slowly starting to bring your left knee back into your body. Hugging it into your chest and giving it a light rock back and forth. And on the exhale, you're going to extend it out in front of you. And moving into the next posture, we're going to come up onto your forearms. Keeping our legs forward. Our elbows should be underneath our shoulders. Our palms pressing into the ground. Stop and reset. And coming into fish pose, we're going to bring our stomach, our chest opening up towards the ceiling. And if it's comfortable, you can release your head back. This is a great heart opener and I can already feel it in my shoulders. If it's not comfortable to release your head, you can simply just arch through the heart. Halfway through. Taking our last 2 rounds of full breath. Last inhale. And exhale, slowly starting to release our arms back down, placing our full spine on the ground, bringing both of our knees this time into our chest and hugging them in as we give a light rock back and forth in the small of our back. Slowly releasing your feet back towards the ground. Bringing both of our feet to the edges of our mat, letting them comfortably flop open. Bringing our arms towards our side. Palms down if you need to feel a bit more grounded. And palms up to signify openness. And releasing our body into Shavasana. eyes back into your body, bringing movement into your fingers and your toes, rolling your wrists and your ankles. And if you have the space, giving yourself a full body stretch. Leaning from one side to the other, pointing one toe, then the other one. And slowly starting to roll onto your favorite side. Coming into a fetal position. Cradling your head and your elbow for support. I encourage you to keep your eyes closed or downcast so you can keep all these feelings of Shavasana going till the end. On your next inhale, slowly starting to push your way back up into sitting. Coming back into your comfortable seated position, feeling your sits bones on the earth, connecting to your breath once again, just like how we started. Inhaling, hands up, palms together. Exhaling your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and if it was new for you, that it's opened all kinds of new doors for you. I will do some more, but I like to have a good balance between yin and vinyasa in my practice as well as what I teach. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you. Namaste.